Well, here I am with yet another piece of gear that I've strapped into the back of my car to try to make my camping life and daily usage more enjoyable. So here I've got the King's 13.5 litre fridge freezer, console fridge freezer. They're the skinny ones. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's pretty skinny. And yeah, let's have a bit of a look at it. So yeah, this little console fridge freezer, super cheap. I think it was like 150 bucks when I got it. I think I've seen it even cheaper since then. So try and get some measurements here. I'm doing this with one hand, but let's give it a go. So the overall width, what are we looking at here? Yeah, well, 240 mil. And then the depth, including the tie downs, you're looking at about 570. And our height, yeah, under 390. Let's have a look at its internal measurement. So get this latch open here, lifts up there. There we go. So inside, it's not massive, you know, it's only 13.5 litres. This little shelf up here. I put a can of drink in there and I left it in the freezer. The freezer was on -20. I left it in there for like 3 hours and it's like it had only just gone cold. So this section here clearly is not going to get super cold. It'll be the, you know, stick your butter there or whatever when this is a fridge. But even when it's a freezer, that doesn't get super cold up there. All right, our little not cold section. 75 mil. Every time that's because I'm doing this with my left hand. What's that, 150 mil-ish? What's our depth on it? Just under 100 mil. And then our large section here, we're sitting, yeah, so about 150 mil, same as that small compartment here. And then our depth, let's check that out. So just under 270 mil deep. And then how long it is, I guess length. Yep. Yeah, 280-ish. Yeah, interesting. I've just noticed that if that's meant to be a light bar, some lights when it opens, I don't think that works. I don't think I've ever noticed those lights on. I haven't used this a lot. Had it for more than 6 months. On the lid, we've got a rubber seal that runs the whole way around. There's our latch there. It's just a plastic sort of esky lid looking latch, nothing fancy. That rubber seal down to the bottom. So on the front is our control panel. Power, hold that to turn it off and you hold it to turn it on. And then you've got up and down to change your temperature. So I believe the highest temperature it can go is +10 degrees. And the coldest, which I have run this on, is -20. So very cold, keep everything really cold. Veggies, meat, meals, pre-made meals, all that sort of good stuff. Here's our tie downs. So these are plastic. They're screwed on, and I've had to open this once because it came apart, but there's a little metal plate on the inside behind that it attaches to. It does the job, but it's not great. It'd be nice if these were a bit more heavy duty. We've got a vent here. We've got power. And this comes with the power cable is one that already has an Anderson plug on it. It's not a SIG socket by default, which is good. On the sides, we've got another big vent and another vent here. And then nothing else except for the back where we have our other tie down point. I guess I could just talk about the bottom though. It does come with like a plastic piece that can slide through this metal plate here, so you can mount it in some different ways. I tried that out and I drilled holes in it and all that fun stuff. I changed that up and now I use a tie down strap from here to the ground. And there it is. King's 13.5 litre console fridge freezer. Now I normally have it permanently mounted up in my ute up in the back there behind the drawer fridge. I'll stick it back in and then I'll show you some footage of what that looks like. I've got it strapped in here. So on top of my Titan drawer, I've got just like a piece of ply, 18mm ply, so it had a bit more meat to it. So I could put some tie down points, one at the front. So the front of the fridge being where the controls are and where the lid lifts up from. So one at the front there, and then one at the back down here. Oh, sorry, two. And then up to that tie down point. So I guess depending on how you want to put this in your setup, in your vehicle or wherever, camper, could just depend on what mounting solutions you've got available and what your preference is. I like tie down points and like ratchet straps and that sort of thing because it's super easy, take it out real quick. So you can have it as, you know, semi-permanent. It's removable, which is pretty good. And so this fridge is obviously lifts up. So if you had it in the center console of your car or on a back seat or something like that, you wouldn't access it from the front or the sides. So in a canopy, there's obviously the roof is going to be a bit of a consideration, how much height you've got, but I'll show you what that looks like in here. So if I lift him up, you can get it, what's that, about 45 degrees. And typically I'll be reaching in with one hand to lift up the lid and the other hand to reach in and get something out. And I'll do it with one hand at the moment, but you see I'm a pretty tall fella, but I'm touching the bottom there right now. So one hand and you can do it. For anyone that's shorter, my wife, now put a step down here, reach in, one hand hold the lid up, and the other hand to reach in and grab your cold, delicious goodies. You know, I always like to try to answer the question. Try to give a consideration for people if they're looking to purchase something. And so yeah, would I recommend this? I think for the price, it's pretty hard to go wrong when you're getting a fairly small form factor in terms of its width. Yeah, its depth is 600 or whatever, so it's long, I guess. But for its size, where you could put it between the two back seats, I've seen pictures of that. You could put it in the actual center console of your car, or you could put it in a camper or something like that. For the price, I think this is pretty hard to beat when you could turn it right down to -20, have a freezer if you're just looking to have ice cubes and cornettos and drumsticks and that sort of rubbish stuff. Or if you want to have actual frozen meals, you could vacuum seal dinners frozen and store them vertically in there as well and get them out. You just have to, if it was frozen solid, you just have to make sure you can get the thing in because of the height. Anyway, yeah, would I recommend this? Yeah, I would. Could it have some improvements? I think the tie down points would be nicer if they were a bit more rigid, robust. The control panel's fine. The lid is plastic and flimsy, but so far so good. Pretty happy with it. Would I recommend it? Yeah, go for it.